What if the greatest love of your life was also the one that left you utterly broken? Love, 2015, is not a conventional romance. It's a visceral, raw, and painfully honest exploration of passion, obsession, and heartbreak. Gasper No 8 tilde copyright S. Deeply personal film delves into the highs and devastating lows of intimacy, pulling you into a relationship so consuming that it blurs the line between euphoria and destruction. Prepare yourself for an unflinching look at the fragile nature of human connection, to a story that forces you to confront the messy, unfiltered truths about love. Murphy wakes up on New Year's Day to a life weighed down by regret. His phone vibrates, cutting through the silence of his dim apartment, and on the other end is a voicemail from someone he hasn't heard from in years, Electra's mother. Her voice trembles as she explains that Electra has been missing for weeks. The news hits Murphy like a freight train, stirring up emotions he thought he'd buried. He presses replay on the voicemail, as if hearing it again might change its message, but it only sinks him deeper into the chasm of his memories. Murphy's world feels frozen in time, yet his mind races, spiraling back into the moments that defined his relationship with Electra. Their connection was a spark ignited from the moment they met, burning with intensity and passion. Electra, with her enigmatic aura and unapologetic personality, was unlike anyone Murphy had ever known. Their romance was electric, consuming them both in a way that felt larger than life. But just as fire gives warmth, it can also burn, and their love was no exception. As Murphy reflects on their time together, every memory feels like a double-edged sword. He remembers the way Electra would challenge him, her bold spirit constantly pushing him out of his comfort zone. She was the kind of person who lived unapologetically, who didn't just experience life but devoured it. Her energy was magnetic, drawing Murphy in and making him feel alive in a way he never had before. But with that energy came unpredictability, a volatility that made their love as dangerous as it was exhilarating. Their relationship wasn't built on stability or routine. It thrived on intensity, on the highs and lows that defined their time together. One moment they would be laughing uncontrollably, lost in their own little world, and the next, they would be shouting at each other, their arguments fueled by jealousy and misunderstandings. Murphy knew he wasn't an easy person to love via. His insecurities often got the better of him, making him possessive and irrational. But Electra wasn't perfect either. Her free-spirited nature, while intoxicating, sometimes left Murphy feeling unsure of where he stood in her life. One of the most vivid memories that haunts Murphy is the night they invited into their bed. It was supposed to be an adventure, a way to break free from the monotony that had begun to creep into their relationship. But what started as a playful experiment quickly turned into a disaster. For Murphy, the encounter awakened something he couldn't control, a selfish, impulsive need that ultimately led him to betray Electra in the worst possible way. When Electra found out about his infidelity, it was as if the ground beneath them shattered. Her pain was palpable, cutting through Murphy like a knife. She wasn't just angry, she was heartbroken, devastated by the realization that the man she loved had betrayed her trust. Murphy tried to apologize, to explain himself, but there was no justification for what he had done. He had broken something that could never be fully repaired. After Electra left, Murphy's life spiraled into a cycle of regret and longing. He tried to move on, to build a life with and their son, but nothing could fill the void that Electra had left behind. Every day felt like a shadow of the life he once knew, a pale imitation of the passion and vibrancy he had shared with Electra. Even his relationship with Omid, though functional, lacked the depth and intensity he craved. It was a life of convenience, not of love. The voicemail from Electra's mother becomes a catalyst for Murphy's descent into his memories. He begins to replay their time together in excruciating detail, reliving both the joy and the pain. He remembers the way Electra's laughter would light up a room, the way she would lose herself in her art, pouring her soul onto the canvas. But he also remembers the fights, the nights spent apart, the moments when their love felt more like a battlefield than a sanctuary. Murphy's obsession with Electra isn't just about longing for the past, it's about trying to make sense of who he is without her. She wasn't just a lover, she was a part of him, a mirror reflecting his dreams, his fears, and his vulnerabilities. Without her, he feels lost, unmanned in a life that no longer feels like his own. Gaspar Noé tilde copyright S storytelling captures the messy, complicated nature of love in a way that few films dare to explore. Love isn't about perfect romance or happy endings. It's about the raw, unfiltered reality of human connection, the way love can uplift us, but also destroy us. Through Murphy's journey, Noé tilde copyright explores the ways in which we hurt the people we love, often without meaning to, and the lasting impact those actions can have. Electra's disappearance adds an air of tragedy and mystery to the story. As Murphy grapples with the possibility that he may never see her again, he's forced to confront the weight of his choices. Did his betrayal push her toward a darker path? Could he have done something to prevent her pain? These questions linger, unanswered, leaving Murphy trapped in a cycle of guilt and regret. The film's non-linear structure mirrors the way memory works, pulling Murphy and the audience into a fragmented journey through the past. Each flashback is a puzzle piece, slowly revealing the full picture of their relationship. It's a story that refuses to offer easy answers, instead inviting viewers to sit with the discomfort of unresolved emotions. In its final moments, love leaves viewers with a haunting sense of ambiguity. Electra's fate remains unknown, a question mark that underscores the fragility of human connections. Murphy is left alone, surrounded by the echoes of his past, his love for Electra both a source of comfort and an inescapable burden. Ultimately, Love is a film that dares to confront the messy, painful realities of intimacy. It's a story about the beauty and chaos of human connection, about the ways we lift each other up and tear each other down. Through Murphy and Electra's tumultuous relationship, Gaspar Noé tilde copyright reminds us that love is never simple, never easy, but always deeply, profoundly human.